then I realized that no, I have to become something higher. So I studied to become a broker, real estate broker. I learned a lot about loan. Shortly, I got involved into 2008 crisis, which I realized a lot of people around me, they were losing their homes. There were a lot of foreclosures all around the U.S. I got myself familiar with the process. I was losing my home, and I become very, very eager about learning about the process.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil. Today, I'm joined by someone I'm looking forward to chatting with, Rebeka Shadpour, who is a private lender and consultant for real estate investors. So excited to have you here today, Rebeka.
Good to meet you, Michelle, and hello to everyone who's listening.
Yes, I think the listeners will take a lot away from all of your experience supporting investors through their deals and helping them solve problems. So let's dive in.
Glad to
First,
know it could be
yes. First off, for those not familiar with you and your work yet, can you share what your main focus is?
Yes. As we were speaking, I'm a property strategist specialist, I'd say, and real estate consultant, pretty much, who can do this aside from all the physical aspects of it. I help investors to navigate complex transactions, from deal structuring to capital solution and construction oversight. Depends on what it is.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah. We can help investors by bringing either the coming into the project in the beginning of a transaction for a seamless A to Z process, or when a deal hits complications, risk, or stalls. And yeah,
Awesome. And which markets do you operate in? Do you operate across the United States as a whole?
no, mostly California, Southern California, that's our expertise. Pretty much.
Awesome. And how did you get started with this?
Oh. I started about 28 years ago. I was very interested in real estate. I used to see that uncles and aunts, they were doing real estate and they were rich. And at that time, I was a foreigner to this. I just came to uh, get familiar with this real estate. I used to do fabric business and textile. I was familiar with designing in textile. And at some point, I realized real estate is the only way to actually uh, uh, create wealth. You barely can create wealth and assets if you are doing any other business. But pretty much real estate is a um, stable industry that you can count on. And if you hold, I was told always, if you hold real estate for some times, then the real estate will hold you for the rest of your life. And that mentality shaped into me to start focusing on it. I, in the beginning, assumed if I become a real estate agent, I can get knowledge about it.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Then I realized that no, I have to become something higher. So I studied to become a broker, real estate broker. I learned a lot about loan. Shortly, I got involved into 2008 crisis, which I realized a lot of people around me, they were losing their homes. There were a lot of foreclosures all around the U.S. I got myself familiar with the process. I was losing my home, and I become very, very eager about learning about the process and asset managers and how is everything collapsing and yada, 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 which at that time I started getting myself approved with over 26 asset managers, all the big names, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, SBS, Washington Mutual, all of those famous lenders. And shortly I learned to understand their point of view. How do they evaluate a property as a lender? What do they look at? What's important? What is not? How different it is from a standpoint of a lender to evaluate a property to lend on it, rather a BPO, which was a broker price opinion for us at that time. It was a complete different route. That a lender looks at something, rather a broker wants to sell a property to a prospect. And those learnings taught me a lot. I started doing short sales and foreclosure preventions and modifications and helping so many homeowners to uh, uh, basically not to fall in that trap of foreclosure or to sell before they lose it completely. I was very much finding myself being successful in helping these people and finding ways for them rather just losing. And it was a win-win situation. And I kept on moving forward. I was pushed into some properties that sellers could not afford to continue with it anymore, or buyers could not, last minute, they could not get the loan to buy it if I had the approval. And I was very much about losing my commission with the banks. So I started learning very quickly how to borrow hard money, how to put it in the property that it was on the verge of complete loss, save the property, or do a fix and flip, just borrowing the money to fix the property, manage to do the construction, rehabilitation, and try to resell it, whether for a seller or myself as a buyer, or whoever was the investor who was coming on board. And just to add something very quick about myself, is that when I was doing some construction and rehabilitation of these properties, I realized because of my background being in a fabric designer and in textile, I had a very good sense and taste of colors and how to match the designs and how to expand my view and being a very creative designer in construction and working with architects and even structural engineers, which was an ability that I found in myself I didn't know before. And that very much helped me to manage to be a consultant for many, many friends and fellows and investors that they were in the middle of construction. They didn't know which route to go, or they wanted to remodel their house or do a fix and flip. And as a broker who was, and I had the experience, they were asking me a lot of opinions as how to make it better, or how to come up with the best strategy to make the most amount of um, profit out of it.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
And soon I found to be consulting everyone. They started paying me hourly or hiring me as a supervisor, as a manager, as someone who can be side by side to help them grow and get to the next step. Yeah. That's how I dived into a real world of construction and real estate combined, I would say.
Awesome.
I have something to add. There was,
Go ahead.
for example, just to give you an example, there was some properties that suffered water damage, and I would be called to give them consultation right away. Um, this this was coordinating. It was a coordination for me to relocate the homeowners quickly, working with top insurance agents, and to maximize claims, and working with best adjusters in town, and basically redesigning the property and restore it and reevaluate and create value and efficiency to the project. It's one of the examples.
Yeah, amazing. And as you work with investors in this line of work, what do you feel that most of them maybe are missing, or it's a common misconception that you help support them with?
Um, Excellent question. One of the most common is that a lot of people get into construction, they don't know what they're getting into. They start from remodeling one room and it turns to be a disaster. There's just a couple of woods around them. Everything gets to be stripped down. They don't know how to deal with contractors. Contractors can be very, very strange to work with sometimes. They promise you something and they deliver something else, or they disappear in the middle of work. And uh, a lot of times they don't deliver what they promise. They under-deliver what they promise. And investors and homeowners, they are not aware of it until they get into it. When they are in the middle of the disaster, that's when they call us. Usually, I found it very, very productive when someone keeps us on board, when they start to even make the plans and before getting permit. We look at their plans, let them know with especially in remodeling or new builds, we can tell them what could be added, what could be deducted, what could be prevented from happening, and yada, yada, yada. A lot of times we get into multi-million-dollar household families like Beverly Hills luxury housing. They go with, let's say, second or third story, and they forgot to, for example, add an elevator. And we just force them that elevator is a must for this project, for this property, for this location, you need it. Or things like that. I don't know. There are so many things that, let's say, LEDs, or they make basement and they don't know how to get the most amount of light in the basement, and exactly where to come on board uh, to create a lot of lights in the basement, which it makes it a whole new project, whole new flooring, whole new floor as a unit. Sometimes we add ADU thoughts on it.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
We just managed to come up with so many different solutions and ideas that a homeowner or investor cannot think of. And on top of that, we help them with how to manage to borrow money, how to calculate where to start, how much money do they have, what's the reserve, how much soft cost or hard cost they're going to face, how much of it is going to go to waste. I mean, for example, I've worked with so many projects that they don't even calculate their waste. They don't even know how much it's going to cost them to just pay for the trash to be taken out. I mean, projects that they were so shocked to spend about $150,000 just to take the trash out. They did not budget for that. I mean, there are things that a lot of people commonly assume they know, and they don't. A lot of secrets.
Yeah, absolutely. I think people don't know until they start. What advice would you give to investors that you have to kind of maybe something that you're always repeating or warning people about?
Well, let's talk about long-term benefits and partnership if we work together. Ultimately, my goal is to protect your investment. This is my word to investors or buyers, and maximize the return, basically. Um, I'm here for the goal setters. I'm here for long haul, ensuring that every project is a success from start to finish. I'm I'm just letting you know that I don't just plan. I also manage and oversee the execution. My network of trusted contractors, partners, even sometimes we need to do much bigger projects. We use union workers if we needed to, if it's a large project. And for smaller projects, we use mom and pops that we know they're good and they're to the point and finish the job. And again, my network is of trusted contractors. Um, Efficiency, and in every step we help you to know what is the next step, and security, peace of mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And are there like specific types of projects that you normally work with, or it's a wide range? What's kind of the
Uh,
project style?
yeah, mostly single family residence. That's our cup of tea. We pretty much know A to Z of a single family residence, every aspect of it. We have our architects, structural engineers, supervisors, superintendents, everyone lined up if it's needed for a home project. Um, we also do ground up uh, projects, and even as a added project, we did some dental offices. And for luxury dentals, if they wanted it, we do the management of creating the dental office and also managing the uh, procedure and so many other things, from loan to operating. We do both.
Yeah, amazing. And so, what kind of suggestions would you give for investors when it comes to maybe the financial aspect of it? Because I know that you do the lending piece.
Um, you have to look at the deal. And I would suggest you don't fall in love with the property, but fall in love with the deal. It is very, very important that you make your profit when you purchase the property, knowing exactly which direction you're going. And as far as borrowing, sometimes you find a deal that is falling on your lap. You may pay some higher interest on a short-term base, borrow the hard money, borrow the private lending, and move on by buying the property right there and then. If it's a cash deal, don't lose the deal. You can always refinance later, and we can always help you. So we can help you to borrow immediately without hesitation, as long as there is value in your property. We only look at the value of the property, nothing else. We sometimes close the deal in 5 days, which no one else can do within the industry. You're very well aware of the valuation. And to make it even better, I suggest just if you're looking to navigate a complex real estate deal smoothly and profitably, let's connect and explore how we can help together and help you work together.
Yeah, absolutely. And are you working with investors outside of California as well?
We usually lend in California,
Hmm.
Southern California, especially, sometimes Northern, but we're mostly lending.
Okay, great. Well, before we wrap up here, if somebody wants to reach out, connect, learn more about what you're up to, where can people find you and connect with you?
Right here, the phone number I can offer would be 310-967-7779. That's the phone number of the office. I can even provide a cell phone number for a quick text, 213-761-2766. You can always reach us by email, which I'm sure you can write under the video. TRYWRI@gmail.com. TRY stands for trying, WRI for Wealth Road Realty Inc. And that's a quick response that you can get from us. Our website, wealthroadinc.com. And you're also on Instagram, Wealth Road Inc.
Perfect. Appreciate your time and your story. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
For the listeners that are watching the show, if you got value, make sure you have subscribed. We have more conversations with operators like Rebeka who are building real businesses, and we will see you on our next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.